Hello, everyone. My name is Danny, and this is going to be my review for the movie called Upgrade. It's a 2018 film. It is made by Blumhouse Productions, so it's gory. It's not exactly what I expected. I'll just say this for future reference. The movie choices for this week are Adrift. You can guess what that movie is about. And the Johnny Knoxville one about owning an amusement park, and then this. And I decided to go see Upgrade because it looked the most intriguing, the most fun, actually had some action. I can go see Johnny Knoxville anytime I feel like it. I've enjoyed him in the past, but I just didn't feel like that was my movie to see this week. And Adrift, I think people are going to fall asleep adrift watching Adrift. So I just am not caring about that at all, and I've never really cared for her as an actress, the girl in there. So, anyways, the movie Upgrade. The storyline is basically that this husband and wife are going somewhere, and their car crashes, and the woman is killed, and the man is paralyzed, and the man gets an offer from this very smart person to kind of fix him with something with a computer program that is connected to his spine, and then it controls his body, and it's allowing him to function with movement and everything. But the story gets more complex when the computer kind of wants to evolve and everything, and is connected to him obviously. And so I'll let you watch the movie and kind of figure out what that's all about. But it's very different. I would say the first 20 to 30 minutes are kind of what we would call boring, because it's just kind of like you don't know what to make of it, and it kind of takes a while to set up. And then once the accident happens, that's kind of where I was like clicked in, and I watched the rest of the movie very attentively because it's just awesome. But the setup is a little slow, I would say. So keep in there, keep alert, and then the rest of the movie. The thing I did not enjoy for the setup of this, because I really only saw a couple commercials and I was like intrigued immediately. I was hoping to go into it with a fresh mind, not knowing what was going to happen, and pretty much that happened. But literally, I was the first one in my theater, and I had a good crowd, which I'm very glad about because I don't think people need to be seeing those other two movies I mentioned earlier. So I'm glad they're going to see Upgrade. But I was in there, and they have the half hour of kind of introductory whatever, sometimes movie trivia and everything. Before Upgrade, I was going to see the movie. They had a behind the scenes look with the director talking about Upgrade as part of the half an hour prep. I was like, people, I don't want to see this. I'm about to watch the movie. I don't want to know the behind the scenes stuff of what I'm about to watch. I want it to be fresh. I don't know why they had to do that. That kind of got on my nerves a little bit. But honestly, I was blown away. There were some people left in the theater like me that wanted to sit there for a little bit and kind of take in what happened. And a couple people had very dumbfounded looks on their faces. So it is one of those kind of movies. So you'd have to get your own opinion about it, I guess. But it's very entertaining. It's very fun. It's maybe too smart for its own good. I think that about a lot of different movies, but I do like to compare this movie to iRobot, Eagle Eye. It's not as good as Terminator, but it tries to be sort of like that. So I would say Upgrade is a good movie that is going to kind of mess with your mind a little bit, and if you can figure it out. But the one thing I did appreciate about the release of the behind the scenes stuff before the movie, they said that they've been told, here and there, that their action scenes are unlike any other action scene that you've ever seen. And what I like to really compare this movie to after hearing that is Hardcore Henry, because I don't think many people ever saw that movie, and I loved it. And I honestly kind of love this one too. I just don't really understand it. So the point of this whole movie is to figure out who killed this main character's wife and who paralyzed him, because the guys, kind of had masks on and everything. And so it's kind of a story of revenge and love in that way. And that kind of makes it a little bit more connective and will get people on the same page. But the gore is on the level of Saw, Resident Evil, so you got to prepare yourself for that. The ending and what it gets people for is that you got to be able to have it make sense in your own mind. Okay, so I've compared this movie to a couple other movies and everything. I don't think anybody's done what this movie has done. It is very original, and that's kind of why I appreciate it. You have to understand the possibility of what can come. Artificial intelligence is called AI for a reason, because it can evolve, it can do whatever it wants, it can figure out whatever it wants, it can do anything at any time, it can figure out a million different scenarios before they even happen. So knowing that going in and hearing some of the lines that were spoken, like, I have exhausted all options, I was a little let down by that. I don't like hearing that kind of stuff from something that's almost invincible. Um, and then something like, oh, you got to do something now because it couldn't figure out what to do, so it asked for human help. I thought it was a little weak in its delivery of that, but I understood the human emotion that needed to go into this film to kind of have people connect. So at the end, the AI is completely invincible and has evolved, and that's really all that I think we need to know, because honestly, it's like, if you try and make it any more complex than that, then you're just going to go out of the movie wondering what the heck you just watched. And just know that AI is pretty much invincible and can do whatever it wants. That's pretty much the moral of the story. So I'm going to have to give Upgrade a little bit lower grade than I wanted to, because watching it, you're so amazed at what you're seeing that you think it's, cutting edge and new and everything, but just the way they kind of did some things were a little disappointing. So I'll give I'll give it a B. I thought it was a really good movie. I thought it was really original and fun, and people sitting around me were just amazed at how people died. And anytime a movie can grab people's attention like that, it deserves some attention. So a B for Upgrade. That's all for me. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, like and subscribe to my channel. Please do give some of my other videos a watch and enjoy movies. Thanks a lot.